please put your hands together for contestant number 3, Bob Mole. Bob Mole, 3 monkeys, 3 stories. 3 monkeys, 3 stories, Bob Mole.
You've heard of the 3 monkeys, right? You know, the first one doesn't see, the second one doesn't hear, and the third one doesn't speak. Well, each one of those monkeys reminds me of an ordinary story that taught me your head should be guided by your heart. The first monkey reminds me of the night I was crossing the footbridge by the Louvre in Paris. I was carrying a big photographer's tripod when I passed a party of college students drinking on the bridge. "Hey, monsieur, take our picture." Sorry, I didn't bring my camera. "Hey, monsieur, take our picture." Sorry, guys, still no camera. "We don't care. Take our picture." I saw nothing but a bunch of drunken teenagers with too much alcohol and too little logic. But a lot of passion. "Please, please, you've got to take our picture." So I did. I set up the tripod. I pulled out a make-believe camera, literally this exact same model. 1, 2, 3. They laughed. They cheered. They even thanked me. As I walked away, I realized those kids didn't want me to just take a picture. They wanted me to take a moment to see them without judgment, to truly see them, not with my blind eyes, but with an open heart. Just like in the story of the little prince said, "Eyes are blind. You must see with your heart. Open your heart." The second monkey reminds me of the time I was driving on a busy boulevard, searching for a place to park. Suddenly, look, a spot opened up on the other side. Quickly, I swung around and backed into the empty place, when another car headed into the same spot, my spot. "What the are you kidding?" I jumped out, I stomped over, and I engaged in a friendly little conversation. I couldn't actually hear the other driver because I was yelling so loudly. He maintained a very calm response. "Monsieur, I should like to point out that I saw this parking place before you." "The hell you did! This is my spot. I was here first." "That's because you made an illegal U-turn." Well, that was true. Once I was able to hear the other driver and his point of view, my anger melted away. I said, "Okay, I accept your explanation. Have a nice day." I lost that parking place, but the funny thing is, afterwards, I felt fine. I realized that driver didn't want to fight it out. He wanted me to hear him out, to truly hear him, not with my deaf ears, but with an open heart. The third monkey reminds me of riding the crowded Paris metro just a few weeks ago. I headed to my usual spot in the accordion section between the two cars. Another guy was already standing there. Normally there's room enough for two, so I squeezed in beside him. However, this guy was huge, like a big burly gorilla. If a gorilla could play video games with both elbows sticking out. Well, I accidentally bumped him. I think it improved his score. He had a different opinion. He said, "Hey, watch it, do you mind?" With a look that said, "Don't push me unless you want to die." Well, I retreated to a safe distance and started hassling him like a chattering chimpanzee. "Ça va? Okay, is this better? Will it bother you if I stand over here? Ça va, monsieur?" I saw his bulging biceps flex ever so quickly. He didn't look up, but everyone else was now staring at me, and that shut me up. I didn't dare say another word. Finally, I reflected on the situation, and I got the courage to go over and tap that big burly gorilla guy on the shoulder. Sir, excuse me for earlier. I was out of line." That big man lit up like a little boy getting an unexpected Christmas present. Big, toothy smile. He stuck out a meaty paw and he shook my hand. I had a new friend. He'd been unhappy when I mouthed off with a closed mind, but speaking up with an open heart flipped the script. Speaking truly from my heart touched his heart. And that day I learned you should always open your heart before you open your mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, when you deal with other people, don't monkey around. See with your heart. Hear with your heart. Speak with your heart. Open your heart, and you will open the heart of another person. Thank you.